One of the great things about doing what I do is that I get to hear lots of feedback from you. And this is a comment that I got just a few days ago. And I'm making this video as a response. I think it will help you too. I've been customizing my resume and applying for jobs for a little over 13 months. The only offer I received turned out to be a scam. I'm trying to build a freelance career now because applying for jobs has been a complete waste of time and effort. When you're looking for a job, it can feel like you're shouting into the wind and nobody can hear you. There's two reasons for this, and in this video, I'll walk you through those two reasons, then what you can do to get past that problem, to make it where people can hear you, make it where people can see you, make it where you get more responses for the effort that you put in your job search. My name is Jason Roberts. I've been a recruiter for 25 years. I'm here to give you the inside scoop on what it takes to find a job in today's market. If you could do me a favor, hit like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. You'll hear about these videos when they come out. Also, this video is based on responding directly to a comment, and I'd love to hear your comments as well, and perhaps I'll make a video in response to your question also. All right, let's dive into the two reasons people aren't reading your resume. The very first reason is timing. Let me tell you what that's all about. Recruiter gets a job spec, and they're under the gun. They've got to post this job. So that job, when they finish rewriting, adjusting it with the hiring manager, that job gets posted to the job boards. Now, a recruiter doesn't just have one job. A recruiter has a rec load of 30, 40 open jobs. So they post this thing out. It goes into their applicant tracking system. That's the system they use in order to manage incoming responses to those jobs and also to post jobs out to their career site. Now, once it's out there, it also gets distributed through another set of software to all these other job boards. So you can think like Indeed, LinkedIn, you might go to ZipRecruiter, you might go to even the old job boards, Monster, Career Builder, that sort of thing. So that job will get pushed out to all those places, and people from all those places will apply into one place. You will have noticed that the number of people who are applying for jobs is much higher than it used to be. And Indeed actually does an interesting thing. They track the number of jobs that are posted and the number of applicants. So we know that unemployment is increasing. There's more people looking for jobs. But what we also know is the number of available jobs is on the decline. In fact, it's decreasing significantly. The most recent jobs report said that we had dropped by about 100,000 jobs when they say the new jobs created. They're not really new jobs created. They are net additions. So we're not seeing the net additions that we would expect. And honestly, that we've seen for a long while. This is the lowest that we've been in many, many, many years. This has become a problem for us. We have fewer jobs, more people looking. And what that means is very high applicant rates. Why do I say this is related to timing versus like, oh, the macroeconomic blah, blah, blah? Well, it is about timing because the way that recruiters work is they need to take a look at resumes until they find the ones that are a good fit for their job. So what they'll do is they'll keep taking applications. They're looking at applications and they're reviewing resumes as they come in until they hit a threshold. They want to do 10 screens. They want to talk to 10 people so they ultimately can submit 3, maybe 5 candidates. This is standard. Everybody does this. So they want to submit 3 to 5 candidates. What will happen is if a bazillion people have sent their resumes in, they're going to start looking at the resume pool from the top, work their way down until they found the 10 they want to talk to. And they'll start picking up the phone and making calls, reaching out to people to say, hey, tell me a little bit more about yourself. Let's see if you're a good fit. They're trying to pick out which of those 10 are ultimately going to be the 5 that they send to the manager. That's their whole MO. That's all they do, right? Well, if they've got their 5 to send to the manager, they're not going to look at the rest. But guess what? That job is still posted. So you're applying to jobs. When I say it's timing, you're applying to jobs after they've already done their screens, sent candidates off, and they're just going to wait. Now, they'll collect your resumes. They'll keep that coming in, mainly because they don't want to stop. There might be phone call number 11, 12, 13, 14, if the first 5 candidates don't work out, the manager will give them some feedback and say, hey, looks for something different. So all the people that have applied, they don't want to go and reject those people yet because they're not sure that any of these are going to be what the manager is looking for. So there's a timing piece where they're waiting and they're constantly looking at the candidates that come in and churning through until we get to the manager. You have to wait a long time in between. The hiring managers aren't very responsive. So you've got to wait for the manager to get back and then come in, and you never know when that back and forth is going to be, or if they got lucky and they found their first 3 to 5 candidates they're going to submit that the manager likes right off the bat. You just don't know. So the trick is, here's what you do. You be one of the first 10. If you're one of the first 10 to apply, then you win. This is going to sound terribly onerous, but what you have to do in this situation is that you have to monitor the job posting consistently. You have to stay right on top of that job posting all the time and keep an eye on, I would check twice a day, looking at Indeed, saying, here's what I'm looking for. Here's the other thing. The type of job that you're going for is going to have an impact on this. The jobs that everybody wants, like the remote jobs. Well, think about this. There's way more people available for a remote job. You can go for an entire country, even the whole world in some remote jobs. And it doesn't matter. That's a much bigger pool to fish in. But if you're looking in one geographic area, it's a much smaller pool. So you have a much better shot at that, and you have much less competition. A lot fewer people are sending those resumes in for yours to get lost in the mix. So apply for local jobs. Apply for jobs that aren't remote. If you're only applying for remote jobs, your chances of finding a job are much, much lower. Now, if you want sort of a happy medium, hybrid jobs are your best bet. You can apply for a hybrid job in that case. All right, so that's where we are on this one. That's what the timing problem is all about. Now, I can tell you the second issue might help you even with the timing piece, and that is a thing called relevance. Now, remember I told you all those candidates, when they post the jobs, all the people who apply from all those different places get funneled into one place in their applicant tracking system. That applicant tracking system is where they review and they interact with you. They do all their work in there. That presents resumes most of the time by relevance. So the best fit goes first, followed by who showed up first. So if you're applying for jobs that you're reasonably qualified for, you should show up high in relevance. If you are not applying for jobs that you're relevant for, you will show up low for jobs. So just throwing your resume at a bunch of different jobs, hoping you make it, that's a losing strategy. That will never, ever, 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 ever work. But if you're applying for a job that you're a good fit for and you customize your resume, mind you, you have to customize it quickly. The job came open, you need to apply really fast so you can be one of the early ones. So you see the job posting, you read it, you customize your resume, you send it off, you're fast. That's how you do it. So you need, the relevancy thing is about customizing your resume so that that machine, that applicant tracking system, will pull you to the top of the stack. Now, the easiest way I know to do this, the fastest way to do this, is using ChatGPT or another large language model. You can use Gemini, whatever else is out there, but using one of these tools to rewrite your resume. And I've put together a video on this. I've put together some tools to help you do it. I'll link that video here. Again, that's free of charge, and you can see all the details on exactly how to do that. The last strategy I'll give you will help you get through any of these challenges that you run into, and it's to talk to a human. Talk to a human as quickly as you can. Here's how you do that. The one that everybody can do is you can find the hiring manager. Here's a video link to a place where I share a screen and show you how to find a hiring manager using LinkedIn and the job description itself. So you can do that. Everybody can do that. Do a little bit of research. So go ahead and apply for the job, but then hunt down that hiring manager. Remember, don't delay that application. That timing is everything with these applications, especially if the job just popped, right? You want to apply really quickly. The other way is through your network. Now you may say, I don't know that many people. Well, you know what they say about planting a tree. The best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best to plant a tree is today. So plant that tree today. Begin networking now. Start reaching out. Do you know somebody here? Do you know someone there? I'm applying for a job in this place. And I'll help you to get started. You can connect to me on LinkedIn. You can connect directly to me, Jason Roberts. You can find me. I'm a recruiter. I should be easy to find on LinkedIn. I will accept your connection. I almost always do. Say in the request that you watched this video and you wanted to connect. The thing that does is my network becomes your network, and I'm connected to thousands of recruiters, and those thousands of recruiters are connected to thousands of hiring managers. So there's a solid chance that I will be able to connect you with someone that you can talk to as a human being within the company that you're targeting. All right. That's my best strategy for you. If you feel like you're shouting into the wind, those are the things you can do in order to turn that around. Best of luck in your job search.